Hi, this is Majinoni, and Radical Comics sent me Hotwire Deep Cut 3 of 3 to review. So I figured I should probably do this now, so this way we don't wait. I didn't get too far behind with it. I took a little bit extra time to review this one because I wanted to do a little bit of research online, write a couple reviews, the wiki page, things like that, so I get caught up to speed as to what's going on with the Hotwire universe. Now, Hotwire is created by Steve Pugh and Warren Ellis, but Steve basically does the writing and illustrating in this issue here. Now, Hotwire it's kind of like a supernatural police futuristic story all thrown into one. The story centers around Hotwire, or whose name is Alice, and basically what she does is, she goes out and kills these ghost-like things and protects her city. And it looks like there's basically, there's all these different elements inside here that are all, and I guess you could say they're all doing the same job, but they're all competing against each other, which obviously causes some sort of friction. Like, for example, there's the Bear Claw Security Solutions, and then you also have the Department of Homeland Enforcement. Now, basically what's going on in this issue here is this is the weird thing that I think was actually kind of a cool concept. You obviously have all the monsters and ghosts rampaging through, but what you have here is a girl who died, but there's a part of her brain that stayed alive, and that's actually keeping her body going, but she's pregnant, and there's this robot-like thing that is basically saved her, but in the process of saving her, he apparently caused a lot of carnage, and so Alice is obviously after these two. Now, I think the overall artwork is really, really good. Now, I'm usually iffy with painted comics just because sometimes I think, well, the visual effects could be really good. I think sometimes they get lazy with backgrounds and things like that because it's a painted book, and it could be difficult, depending upon their style that they're looking for, to fill in all the details appropriately, like you would get in a regular comic. But in this case, the way the painted art looks, the way the colors that they use, it really gives a totally unique experience with the monsters, the ghosts, and just the way things are going on in general. There's the effects over here with the train thing. There's a fog-like thing it's not really like a fog thing, but it's creeping through. And, it just has this really cool effect. The way the energy effects here is really nice. Now, this panel here I thought was kind of awkward, only because it's kind of like it's almost like they put too much stuff into one panel. You got to show the monsters, you got to show the police stopping them, you got to show the people running, and then there's the guy talking on the phone, all going at the same time, all in the same place, and there's not enough room to probably spread things out a little bit to show a little better impact as to what's going on. Because, for some reason I don't think he'd be looking in the opposite direction of that, But overall, I think there's very unique creature designs along the way, and I think this was actually a really interesting read. Now, since I did not read the first two issues, what I think I'm going to do is when the trade comes out, I'm definitely going to get the trade, and I'm going to reread the full issue instead of just getting a little synopsis of what basically happened earlier. I think the universe itself is kind of interesting, just because there's a lot of things that are going on. Well, in the sense that it does borrow a little bit from different types of stories, I guess you can say, because you have, like I said, here's the government, they have two competing agencies, and You know, there's ghosts, so obviously there's a little bit of friction. People don't like each other, things like that. While that's in place, it helps provide some sort of tension, you know, between the good guys. And I'm really curious to see where everything is going to go, especially the way this book ended. And I won't spoil it for you, but you know, it does open the door for some unique possibilities for the third series. And like I said, overall, I mean, it was when I remember seeing this on the shelf, and I never really gave it much of a thought, but it was actually really interesting. I would like to definitely see Alice in more combat situations, especially since I heard about what happened to her in the last series, and I'll look into seeing what I can do about getting the trade for that one, because I think my comic store still has that. But anyways, it was cool. I think her weapon. Now, while I think that the sword-like thing with the energy thing, that's kind of like okay. The item I liked was the claw with the energy claws. I liked that one a lot better. And I think if you're looking for something that's like a supernatural, but something that's a little different because it's more sci-fi-ish, you might want to give this one a try, because it is a little bit different than your more traditional ghost stories, or not really ghost story, but like a horror-ish comic. This is more energy, more fighting, more tech with ghosts at the same time. So it has a totally different look, totally different appeal to it. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And I'll have more reviews up later. I'm still trying to go through all of my books and still manage to play video games at the same time, and it's rather difficult to do that, if you can believe that. So I'll try to post more stuff up tomorrow. So until next time.